So 2 fumbles tonight, 1 for each guy. And that's caught here. And Marcus Jones inside the 20. Marcus Jones down the sideline. Touchdown. 48 yards total on the drive. Can they make it pay off here? Allen running and throws, and it's caught by Gabe Davis in the end zone. So Allen, did he run out of room?
What kind of play calling do we see early in this game? Play action, little rollout from Allen. He's going to put some air under it. And was that cut? No, it's broken up. What's the call here?
Excellent job by him. First contact wins, shoving people around.
Fields, oh, what a move to move past Nixon. And Justin Fields ahead of the field and gone. What a run. Third down and 4. Pickett fires. He's got Freiermuth again on third down, and he stays on his feet. Down the sideline. Stiff arm at the 25, and finally brought down at the 12.
To do with its defense. Just hasn't been the case on the scoreboard. Just a 5-point lead. What a punt here by Johnston. Peoples-Jones going to play it from the 25. Breaks a couple of tackles. Peoples-Jones still going. Maintains his balance. It's a foot race. Peoples-Jones will score. A brilliant run back. 76 yards from Peoples-Jones. No flags.
Second down and 3 after the 7-yard gain. Couple pumps. Hurts going deep for A.J. Brown. He has got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Yards per game allowed the last few weeks. Much better in the second half for Green Bay so far on the defensive end. Now trying to contain Fields. Looking for N'Keal Harry. What a catch. Inside the Packer 30 as he beats Jair Alexander.
Will be on the shelf in that one. And Browns fans hoping to get a little help. That pass deflected in the air. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Fields. And he is in for the pick 6.
That was the longest play of the day for the Washington offense. And now Heinicke over the middle. It's Dotson. Dotson spins inside the 10 to the end zone. Touchdown.
This explosive offense gets things going with a quick throw down the seam, and it's Trent Sherfield. A big play on the first one. Home run. Play 1 to the house. What a start for the Dolphins.
4th down. Jets down 5. White launches. Picked off, and it's over. Intercepted by Bynum. And the Vikings slam the door shut.
Not only on how to get the ball to him, but how having him on the field opens things up for the other players on the offense.
They barely get the snap off before the play clock expires. That popped up into the air and picked off by the Chargers. Coming back with the football is Bryce Callahan to the end zone for the touchdown. And there's a penalty marker down. Jacobs in the backfield. Here are the Raiders at the 31. Carr going to go for it all. To the end zone. Caught in the end zone. Davante Adams. Touchdown.
It's for real. Mahomes up in the air, and he fumbled as he went across. Did he break the plane first?
It looked like he broke the plane.
Touchdown's the signal.
Oh, he did the Michael Jordan up on top with the ball stretched out.
You could just tell that he is in the zone and he is feeling it.
Flea flicker. Going to throw it deep. Has a man open. Davante Adams. Touchdown.
The good thing is that you have seen him in his past on 4th and long execute.
They need the 23 for a first down. Herbert with time. Now running out of time. Throws on the run. Down the sideline. Caught in the end zone. Keenan Allen for the touchdown.
From the 28. Pressure. Pass. Oh, that's going to do it. Higgins somehow able to get that reception with Joshua Williams all over him.
Dak organizing the guys. Colts bring 5. Prescott throws underneath, complete. CeeDee Lamb, was he down? They say no for now, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. CeeDee got spun around.
Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, any of them, is the leader of this team.
On the run, Pollard got a block. Cutting back inside to the end zone for another Cowboy touchdown. And Tyler Smith led him to the end zone.
It's third down. Underneath, and touchdown, Rachaad White. Tie game with the extra point to come.
He sends Adams, the star, in motion, sets up on the right side. And on 3rd and 5, going deep downfield, and the coverage is good. There's a one-handed flag comes in. There's Adams. And all night long, it's going to be Adams and Jalen Ramsey in that one-on-one battle. None bigger than that one. 2nd and 10. Mayfield to the end zone to Jefferson. Is that possible? Touchdown.
Second down and 5 off the fake to Jamal Williams. Goff going deep, wide open, touchdown on his first NFL reception. The rookie out of Alabama, Jameson Williams.
On 4th and 7, Hurts lofts it for Smith. It's a touchdown, Devontae Smith. And Nick Sirianni loves it.
2nd and goal. Prescott looking, checks it down. Pollard on the edge. King
Tiptoes out of the tackle and sideways slides in for 6.
In Vikings territory. Goff going deep on first down. It is caught and taken in for a touchdown by DJ Chark. 48 yards.
From the 24. Allen, he's got heat on this one. He's got Knox. Oh, look at that somersault for a touchdown.
That might be better than Josh Allen.
Oh, it is.
That was incredible. Oh, it looks like he got twisted sideways and got broken half.
Trying to get the ball in the end zone.
Can definitely use the middle of the field with the 2 timeouts. Lawrence to the end zone, and it's caught off the deflection, but he was out of bounds. Zay Jones thinks he got his feet in, but it's been ruled incomplete on the field.
Burrow runs for the first down. If not, Burrow hits the receiver.
Pirine from the 6. Bounces outside to the end zone.
After the Vikings went 3 and out on their first drive of the second half, it's a fake. And the Lions will pick up the first down and much more inside the 35-yard line. And finally, knocked out of bounds was C.J. Moore.
The way that the Jaguars have been throwing the ball so far, the time for the Titans to step up and get a pass rush after them.
2nd and 11. Lawrence looking deep in the end zone. Ingram holds on. Touchdown! What a catch!
184 passing, 191 rushing.
Another carry for Sanders, and this one breaks loose. He's headed for the end zone. Touchdown.
Check that. 232 rushing.
That's some quick math.
Oh, my goodness, they got to it.
We got a game. We have a game.
How about that? That was Jermaine Johnson, another one of the first-round picks.
2 minutes remaining. Goff throws. Wow. It is caught Penei Sewell, the right tackle, makes the catch and picks up a Lions first down.
Are you kidding me?
That'd be interesting, Evan, to see what Andy Reid wants to do with something like that if he calls his plays to the opposite side.
Mahomes, he'll just chuck it ahead, and it's caught. McKinnon has that next gear. Touchdown on a full sprint to the end zone.
Blitz coming. Purdy lofting, going deep. Has McCaffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Motion man Hinton. Fake it. Wilson. Intercepted. Picked up by Willie Gay. And Gay is going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Kansas City.
For Tampa Bay, they're going to run it to McCaffrey right up the middle. And a stiff arm. McCaffrey for 6.
On second down, Foreman stays into block. Tight window throw, and somehow Terrace Marshall holds on to it.
Late switch by Herbert. Out of the pocket, 2 receivers this side. Williams, feet down. Touchdown, Mike Williams. Of course,
He's tough.
right, with pads on. Exactly.
Yes.
Well, here he is again, the run up the middle. He fights for the first down, but he lost the ball. Gilman kicked it out. It's still free. Tyreek's got to look out. Tyreek Hill might go. Tyreek Hill was right on the spot, and he's gone for a touchdown. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, Tyreek. The ball.
Fake toss. 2 fake tosses, and then to Kittle over the middle. Touchdown, San Francisco. He faked it to McLeod, he faked it to McCaffrey, and then hits Kittle over the middle. Purdy. Great protection, and wide open is Kittle. Roaming free. Diggs can't take him down. Nobody else can, and it's a touchdown. 54 yards.
He's not running over to the blue tent.
Cousins.
Oh, he had Hawkinson.
Instead, he's got Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings.
Gritty. That was nasty. The ability to be creative, giving your receiver the option, outside whip route, fake back in, go back. Oh, come on.
Oh. So 2:28 on the clock. No timeouts remaining. They're going to set up the screen with Dalvin Cook and let him chew up the yards. Dalvin Cook. There he goes. Dalvin Cook is going to be caught up with blockers inside the 5. Touchdown. 64 yards.
Allen with time. Allen on the move. Flushed, looking, throws for the end zone, caught it, touchdown! He found James Cook with no time left in the half. On third down, with time, over the middle, wide open at the 40-yard line is Jalen Waddle, and he turns on the speed, leaving the Bills in the dust.
Whoa.
Khalif Raymond waiting for it at midfield. Mann's kick to the 46. Move upfield. Raymond still going. Raymond could take it all the way. The hurdle. He's in. Touchdown. Electrifying.
He will throw it. And he's going to take a deep shot. And he's got Rashid Shaheed. Taysom Hill to the rookie. Touchdown, Saints.
Garrett Wilson is closing in on the Jets' single-season rookie record for catches. Wayne Krebet. Fake the handoff. Bootleg. Wilson sets. He throws. He's got his man. Caught. Touchdown. Breaking away. C.J.
Jets are on the board. It's a 40-yard strike.
It's his third consecutive double-digit sack season. Fields moves in the pocket and gets away. Justin Fields takes off, turns a sack into a big gain and a first down. Justin Fields, otherworldly, stays in, steps out at the 9. Pressure coming. Hurts wants it all with Brown. A.J. Brown beating Johnson, staying in, taking it inside the 10. Hustling play by Brisker to save the touchdown.
Trying to keep this drive alive. Goff. Little pitch to right. Big gain. Brock Wright is going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Lions. The Jets were completely fooled.
And you see those first half possessions, 2 punts, 2 touchdowns, and a field goal. That's a good first half.
Quick screen, picked off, touchdown, Kyle Duggar.
He's got a 1st and 10. McKinnon, Brown a block, and a block will open up the door. The game is over. Touchdown run, McKinnon. The Chiefs have won, and they win the division.
2nd down and 10 from the New England 30. Carr, end zone. It is Cole. Keelan Cole makes the catch. And the Raiders with an extra point.
3rd and 4. Blitz coming. Prescott throws backwards and intercepted. Jenkins has another one. Racing down the sidelines. Rayshon Jenkins is going to win it.
Mac Hollins out on defense. He's all the way back. And Stevenson
is anyone going to
is inside the 30, flips it back. Stanford band nowhere in sight.
Uh-oh.
It's picked off.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Unbelievable.
Oh, wow.
Incredible. Chandler Jones takes it in and wins the game for the Raiders.
From the 10, 2nd and 18. Thibodeau got there, got the ball out, scooped it and scored. Touchdown Giants, Kayvon Thibodeau. What a play around the edge. Got to Heineke's arm.
Willis in the shotgun and hands it to Henry. Blockers ahead. Derrick Henry still going. Breaks free. Henry at the 10, 5, touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 48-yard score.
38th play in New England territory. Burrow off his back foot. It's intercepted. Down the sideline, Marcus Jones has got speed. Still going all the way. Touchdown, Patriots.
Playing this kind of defense tight here in the red zone.
Trying to do it again. Here comes a blitz by the Giants. Cousins to the end zone for Hawkinson. What a catch!
Stevenson shifts to the other side on 3rd and 10. Jones delivers it downfield and a crowd. Hold in. Kendrick Bourne.
Have a little fun. On 3rd down and goal. Mahomes stepping up. Looking. Mahomes chase. Diving for the pylon. Patrick Mahomes. Is it a touchdown? No signal. Yes. Touchdown, Kansas City.
3rd and 29. Jones steps up, tries to avoid it, buys some time. Jones uncorks, deep ball, touchdown on the ricochet. Jacoby Myers.
They're going to run it. And in the biggest moments, Saquon Barkley said he wanted the ball. Touchdown Giants, and they're within 2.
Open the field up a little bit. This Dallas passing game gets even better.
On the fake, Prescott, little roll out, and it's intercepted by Sweat. Josh Sweat breaks a tackle. Sweat is going to score.
Taylor Heineke, and there's so many parallels between these two quarterbacks. Neither one is extremely tall. You throw from different angles, you get the opportunity to get a ball tipped at the line of scrimmage.
Ray McCloud on 2nd down and 10. There he goes with the foot race. They're not going to get him. You can kiss him goodbye. 71-yard touchdown. Ray McCloud.
Trailing by 7, going for it, but that's why they call him Riverboat Ron. He's going to make those decisions and believe in it.
2nd down 9, the fake and the fire. It's Kittle getting a block downfield, and a good one it was by Jennings. He's in again. He cannot be stopped. 33-yard catch-and-run touchdown. George Kittle has scored for the 4th time in 2 games.
We've seen on these last 2 plays, Phillies take over.
Here's Prescott. Pressure again. Steps in, just throws it deep as far as his arm can take him. Looking for Hilton. Oh, he caught it! A bomb on 3rd and 30 in his first Cowboy catch.
From the Raiders 14. Pickett over the middle. Touchdown! George Pickens with 46 seconds to go.
Tagovailoa under pressure, found a hole for Jalen Waddle, who got a block and got free. Waddle with the speed, takes it inside the 30, keeps on going, all the way home. Touchdown Miami. 84-yard lightning strike. Dolphins back in front.
A conference from 1 to 7. Whoever gets in to 6 or 7 literally can make noise. I mean, you're talking about you're going to be going against an incredible quarterback or coach or something that has a lot of experience.
This is going to go the distance. 2nd pick of the game for Kobe Durant.
He started it off, didn't he, earlier in the game with a big interception?